is fucking sketchy on the motherfucking road today. We're live, baby. Welcome to the Modern Rejects Podcast, the sketchiest show on the YouTube right now. And the reasons I'm saying this, we're on the highway headed to Seminole, Oklahoma. I have the biggest sketch ball you will ever meet in your life driving this vehicle. Will we make it to Oklahoma? Stay tuned. I don't know yet. I'm hoping so. Episode 45. 5 more episodes till 50. We're going to have a big celebration. We are on the, what kind of car is this? Altima? We're on the Nissan Versa. This car is shaped like a go-kart, if you must. And it drives just like a fucking go-kart. Catch us on YouTube, Modern Rejects Podcast, SoundCloud, Modern Rejects Podcast. If you're asking yourself, Nick, why are you doing the podcast in the car? Why are you having the biggest sketch ball in the universe drive you to Seminole, Oklahoma? First of all, Nick, what is Seminole, Oklahoma? Seminole, Oklahoma is a population of about 2,000. I'm being very generous when I say 2,000. Nothing's really there. You know, everybody's over the age of like 80. You get lucky, you see someone your age there. My grandpa, we call him Pops, is getting married. The old son of a gun is getting married. Pops is probably like, what would you say Pops is like, 76? 75? Let's call him 74. We'll say Pops is 74. He's getting married. Now look, man, if I'm 74 and I didn't have a significant... Shout out to Mammy, man. Mammy passed away last year. So, was it last year? Yeah, last year. So, and then the woman that he is marrying... her husband also passed away last year. So if you want to, do your research, I think Pop's has been in cahoots with this nice lady. But she's a real nice lady. Pop's is getting married, so we're going to his wedding. It's tomorrow. To jump in straight to the podcast, if you hear the sound road right now, or we're on the fucking worst highway in Texas. And we're in a go-kart, basically, right? And this we'll call this sketch ball Tanya. Can we call you Tanya? Mallory? Tanya Mallory is driving the car right now. But to jump straight into this podcast, man, I had the thought today that I was born in the wrong era. And I feel like I'm not the only person that says that they were born in the wrong era, but you feel that way too? If I had to pick an era, it'd be 1979, my friends. And 1979, you got to be familiar with the movie Dazed and Confused. Nothing but a couple of seniors in high school that get high, get drunk, hook up with each other, no cell phones. Fucking parents couldn't track your phone. No social media. All the bullshit that we surround ourselves in right now. Like, for instance, like if you were at school in 1979 and like a motherfucker was picking on you, it was hands off top. It wasn't like I'm gonna go tell the principal or I'm gonna go home and tell my mom. No. It was hands off the fucking top. Okay? And I feel like we need to be living our lives like it's 1979. All they were doing was fucking just chiefing and believing. Okay? Chiefing and believing. That's all it fucking was 1979. Now we're in fucking 2019. We're fucking Becky. I'll give you a fucking swift example. We were just at the old Whataburger in Denton. And I know you all know that one girl that like is like stuck in like freshman year. You know what I'm saying? They're like they have to like they only go to restaurants where they know that their friends are working just so they can give their friends a fucking hug or something. It's always the most awkwardest fucking hug. Like, it's a hug, like, don't hug me like that. It's so fucking weird. But, you know, they wear the spandex shorts you get from Target. They got the tank top on that you get from Walmart, the fucking spaghetti straps. They got Adidas is on from Kohl's. And I'm not knocking on Adidas from Kohl's, but they got Adidas is on from Kohl's. You know, they don't even have fucking ankle socks, for crying out loud. They have the socks that go a little bit above the ankle, right? That I when I see a sock like that, I want to my two fingers like this. I want to dig my fucking fingers into them and yank them the fuck out. Just yag them out. But it's always, there's always that one girl, like that one girl that would, like, you know, go to the football games and just like sprint from side to side with a little string bag on, and you never know what the fuck they have in the string bag. More than, at the end of the day, it's just one thing of lip gloss in the fucking string bag. It drives me insane. I had to get that off my chest real quick. But 1979, a simpler time, a better time, and a time that I wish I was living in. You know, didn't even have cell phones. Do you know how crazy is it to not have a cell phone? What? You got something to say?
I like 1960.
And that right there, my friends, is why I do not give her the microphone.
It's the start of it all. It really is. And the 50s. Definitely the 50s. But the 60s is where it's at.
Can you pop your head in the camera for a quick second so people know who's talking? Hey, that's the 1960s lover right here. Okay, sketch ball. You drive the golf cart. Anyways, now you can't say 1960 because 1960 it was like what, like rollerblades and shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
No, I'm not talking. I don't fuck with the rollerblades.
It starts everything.
No, I'm talking about when motherfuckers used to roll their sleeves up with a pack of cigarettes in them. That's gangster shit, right? Not 1960s like greaser era.
Poodle skirts.
Yeah. No. 1979, folks, is the era that you would want to be in. Like I said, we're on the road right now. Sketchy as a motherfucker. You can see the highway passing us as we drive right now. I came across my old vlogs. I used to vlog, if you don't know. It was called Carlito's Ways Fitness. Barely any fitness on there, to be honest with you. It was just me and my homies fucking around mostly. But I don't know how. When I first started vlogging, I would walk around with my camera out in front of me, and everybody used to fucking stare at me, and I hated that shit. And the reason I bring this up is because that's how I feel right now. I have the camera on me in the car, and then we're passing people. I got the hiccups right now. That's what the highway will do to you. I would like to get in the left-hand lane and see if we can't interview anybody on the right-hand lane. I don't know if anybody will be up to an interview. You know, I would have to literally throw the microphone across the road, but it's a risk I'm willing to take for the Modern Rejects podcast. Anyways, besides that, we're coming up on someone right now. Slow down a little bit. Okay, we're coming up on. You got to get even Stevens with them. You got to get even. Okay, we're looking at the person right now. She's not looking at me. Yeah, we're trying to conduct. All right, she's done. Pass her. If you don't know how hard it is to get an interview on the highway, I don't know what to tell you, because it ain't easy. But anyways, I would always be trying to like pick a fight with motherfuckers that were looking at me when I was recording myself, shooting a vlog, you know. But I mean, I would look at someone too if they had a fucking big ass camera walking around. There's one thing I'm really trying to work on these days, and it's only in like public groups, and I hope I'm not the only one that feels this way. But I'm trying to work on in my life. When I get around someone that is older than me or something, and they almost like come at me in a way like where they're trying to sun me or like, act like they're better than me or whatnot. I throw the word fuck out there at least 20 times in the one sentence, right? I'm like, hey man, what the fuck's up? How the fuck have you been? How am I? I'm fucking good. Just so they know I'm not to be fucked with. And it's a real bad habit of mine that I'm trying to change. But fuck is my go-to word. And it's never made any sense to me where people get offended by cuss words. A cuss word is just a word. Who's to say in another planet the word pineapple doesn't mean shit? If that doesn't make sense, I don't know what else to say. It's like, I remember seeing one thing. It was like, well, when you have kids, will you cuss? Yeah, I fucking will. If he's fucking up, I'm gonna say, hey, stop fucking up. And I'm gonna say, well, your kid's gonna, go to class and then tell his teacher to fuck off. Well, maybe sometimes his teacher needs to fuck off. But him saying fuck off to the teacher is not gonna be his, it's not gonna fuck him up in life. Look, I would rather my kid tell the teacher to fuck off than for the teacher to call my kid an idiot. Because if you think these teachers aren't calling your kids an idiot, you're dead wrong. As soon as that kid leaves the classroom, they call him an idiot. Dude, my art teacher, shout out Mr. K, you fat son of a bitch. He would drive this guy drove a moped to school. You can't get any more art teacher than a moped. And living with he also lived with his mother. Moped, lived with his mother, got one letter for her name, Mr. K. This guy. I can't draw, right? What is wrong with the school system that we are going to say, I'm going to grade you on your drawing? They would literally grade you on your drawing. If you draw bad, they would fucking give you a bad fucking grade. It was absurd. My whole point to this is there was one day that Mr. K did refer to me as stupid. I brought up a little painting or a little portrait up there. It's supposed to be a self-portrait, and I couldn't draw that shit. So what does Nick do? I drew up fucking stick figures. And obviously, that wasn't good enough for Mr. K and his moped. So I get into an argument with the guy. He threatens to write me up. I tell him I made some remark or whatever, and he didn't call me an idiot straight up, but he said, you don't have to be an idiot, or what did the guy say? He said, you don't have to be an idiot to know how to draw. So basically calling me an idiot. Now, could I have gone into the parking lot, grabbed his moped, and picked it up with both my arms and threw it in the middle of the street? Yeah, but I didn't do that because I'm a good guy. And I'm not stupid. I just can't fucking draw for anything. Now, what we should have done for this podcast is had 2 cameras. Okay, we should have had one pointing on the road and then one at me. So every time, this woman next to me is not a bad driver. She's not a bad driver. I've been with bad drivers. She is just skeptical. If there's 50 feet in front of you, she takes that as 5 feet. If there's 100 feet, it's 50 feet. I think it's her. I think we need to get her glasses checked out. It may be her glasses, because her distance to time ratio very well off. Summertime's almost over. I'm ready for winter time. Currently, I have this computer on my lap, and my testicles are sweating like crazy. It's 109 degrees out right now. With the wind index, I don't know. I'm not a weather guy, Heat index, thank you. I don't like it. I'd rather move to California where it drives me nuts when I look on the whatever I'm looking on and I see a dude from California and I see one person with a tank top on and shorts and sandals, and then the guy next to him I see with a sweatshirt, jeans, and a beanie. What is the weather like out there? My ultimate goal in life is to live in California. Oh, Nick, it's expensive. It's too much. Hey, who's to say I won't be rich one day? Who's to say Nick LeVar won't be a successful millionaire? Okay? I will be there one day, and we will be living in California. We will have a child named Marley, and he will tell his teacher to fuck off. When the teacher's being stupid, he's going to tell teacher F off. It is currently 5:27 p.m. How far are we away from Oklahoma?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
We're 2 hours and 10 minutes from destination. And there's one thing that just popped in my head right now. As a society, as Americans, more importantly, we cannot have people out here in the United States of America that do not condone ass eating. It is a problem. It is something that Martin Luther King should have addressed when he was alive. It is something that Malcolm X should have fought for. It's something that should be written into the Constitution. I know a couple guys, been with their women for a couple years, and have not even came within the vicinity of the hole that they call the butthole. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. Nick, they shit out of the hole. I know this. But you should not be with a woman that does not keep the maintenance up on her asshole. Her asshole should be the number one priority, my friend. There should be baby wipes in every room. Okay? It should be a shit, 4 pieces of toilet paper, and a wet nap. Boom, boom. And I'm not saying walk around the mall for fucking 3 hours, go home and eat your girl's ass. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is, take her to the shower, grab a loofah, okay? And for some of you fucking little prude boys out there, they have ones with handles, so don't worry, you won't get your hand all dirty. Spread the cheeks, right here. It's a back and forth motion, fellas. You just get in, get out. You soap it, you get in. You soap it, you scrub, you soap it, you scrub, you rinse, you scrub without the soap. Okay? And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think you're that dedicated to your woman if you're not eating her ass. Because that just goes to show that you're not all in on this shit. You are a little skeptical about the whole situation. On the fence, if you may, on the whole thing. You know, I just don't really get the whole thing with, like, when dudes are like, oh man, you know, I don't fuck with her feet, or I don't eat her ass, and, you know, I don't do all that shit, man. That's you know, that's nasty, dog. Then you did not find the right woman, my friend. I hate to tell you, some of my closest friends, I'm talking right to you. You've not found the right one if you ain't munching on some cheeks. God damn it! You think you can just walk around out here with your fucking nuts hanging on the ground if you eat some ass? You see this hair on my face right now? I just shaved it. I wish I hadn't shaved it so this example would be way better. A wise man once told me I had a straggly beard. Okay? Couldn't really grow much on the beard. I had the chin strap, right? But I'll tell you why I only had the chin strap, okay? I was only eating vagina. Alright? I was eating ass at the time. Wise man once told me, you want to get some facial hair on your face, you want to fill that beard in, spread some cheeks. 2 words. No, I'm sorry. 3 words. Spread some cheeks. It's like my good old coach Gary Vaughn used to tell me back in the day. He go, when you want to hit a baseball, you go 1, 2, 3. Same goes with ass eating. He goes, spread. Wait, what'd I say? Oh, shit. Spread. Hey. Spread some cheeks. He goes, spread some cheeks. Spread some cheeks. You should be, dude, you should be fucking, look, if you cannot be vulnerable around your woman, leave the woman. Leave. Right now. Like, literally, right now, put your dick in your pants, pack your shit up, go get a stick from the yard, go get a bandana from the store, put your clothes in there, tie it up, put the stick over your fucking hand, roll your jeans up, take your shoes off, get barefoot, and walk. It is a sad life, my friend, where you think you cannot be vulnerable. I will crawl on my hands and knees butt naked 20 feet to eat some ass. Right or wrong?
My ass.
Yeah. Obviously. All I'm saying is, fellas, spread some cheeks. That's the name of this episode. Spread some cheeks. And that is not talking about rape, you sensitive ass people. Episode 45. Shout out Chill. Not gonna shout out Jenna. Fucking woman hasn't been home in fucking 3 months. Like I said last week, she's a fucking chameleon. And right now she's on a tree, and I don't even know where she is. You can't even see her. I had some other shit I wanted to rant about. I take that back. I had nothing else I wanted to rant about. Seminole, Oklahoma. There's like 3,000 people here. Not that many people at all. Shout out Cal. Shout out Rin. Shout out Everett. Shout out Everly.
And
Elliot. This has been a 23-minute podcast, and I think I'm going to cut it right here. No need for 30 minutes. What do you think? Fuck it.
Okay.
It's a road. I'm on the road, damn it. Alright. Episode 45, Modern Rejects Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on the SoundCloud. Thank you for listening. Spread some cheeks, fellas, and call it a night. We'll see you later. You want to say bye?
Goodbye.
You heard it here.